Hi, this is Stephanie Adams with Beginning Counselor, Building Your Ideal Internship. And I'm here today to talk to you about getting ready for your internship, even while you're still in school. This video training is for you if you are chomping at the bit to get started on your internship. Are you feeling excited? Do you wish time would hurry up and get here so you could go ahead and start working with clients? I understand that feeling. I've been there as well. You get excited about actually getting to work with people, and so you can get impatient. So I hope this video today will help you if that is the case for you. If you are feeling impatient, you will probably really enjoy having some specific steps to take along the way to help you pass the time and actually get even more prepared to do a better job when you're in your internship. You'll also enjoy this video today if you're feeling unsure or anxious about the future. Right now it may feel like, hey, I can't do anything about it. I don't know how to prepare. It's all in the future and I know it's going to be a big deal, but what can I do about it now? This video today is going to talk to you about some things you can actually do. So by taking some actions, you can feel more self-confidence in your abilities so that you won't feel anxious about what comes next because you'll know that you're prepared and you're capable. And honestly, it's a really smart thing to do to start preparing now. Why? Well, it's one of the best times to do it. Think about it. You have some time now. Even though I know you're busy with school, you still have some time to take this process slowly, to do your research and write and rewrite things that you want to prepare for your resumes and things like that. You have time to develop it. And so it's nice not to have that rush, which you have when all of a sudden you're graduated and trying to look for an internship where it's right before graduation, where you can feel more pressure. I also think you really do set yourself apart from the pack when you start early and you have everything laid out and prepared. I really don't feel like many students do this, and I wish more would. But in the meantime, it sets you apart. It makes you look more dedicated and like you really care about this. And I also say to go ahead and get started preparing now because bureaucracy happens. And by that, I mean if you're applying for an internship at an agency, a nonprofit, you can run into all kinds of bureaucratic blocks that have nothing to do with your value as a candidate, but it's just part of the process that takes time and you can't rush it. So, meaning things like it's very common for, multiple people at an agency or a group to have to interview you before you can be approved. It's very common as well to, to maybe have an interviewer but have to get a new intern approved by the board. I know there's been different occasions where I've heard of, someone deciding on the spot that they would hire this person, but they had to wait for the board to meet to get it approved. And so if the board only meets every other month, you could be waiting 6 or 8 weeks through no fault of your own. But if you can do it a little bit earlier, at least you're not feeling like you're impatient and ready and needing to get started right then. You can go ahead and do it a little bit ahead of time and plan for you to start at the best time for you. There's two major areas to when you're looking at how to prep. One, of course, is emotional, and as counselors, you should know the value of that right off the bat. And second of all is practical, and I'm going to share with you some practical steps you can take today and in the near future to help prepare you better for your internship. But on the emotional side of things, I encourage you to start by knowing what you want. And I say that because probably obviously I'm all about building your ideal internship. Anne and I are very committed to that idea of people having a wonderful internship experience. But it's also good to know what you want because then you can know how to get there. For lack of a better word, you have a roadmap if you know exactly what you want. You can pursue the jobs and opportunities that are more likely to be closer to your ideal internship. And you also know what you don't want, so you can say no or avoid situations that are going to get you into an internship situation that's just not going to be good. Now, I really believe in that, but even as I say that, I have to add the caveat that even though we have your ideal internship, we also have to balance idealism with reality. Idealism is looking for the best possible thing for you, but we have to realize that nothing's perfect. However, by focusing on what you want, you can get pretty darn close. And it can start preparing you in the way of preparing you to have the best if you come into this thinking, I do deserve to have a positive internship experience, and it is out there for me. So that's what I mean about balancing the idealism with reality is keep in mind your very best and know kind of when you need to take a step back. This is the perfect time to think about it. You have time to weigh the pluses and minuses and move forward with a better understanding of what you want and what's the reality of your circumstance. As far as practical preparation, I really recommend you start by increasing your experience now. Now, I mean literal experience. Start volunteering. Start finding opportunities to work with populations who have mental health challenges. If you have a specific discipline, try to get some experience working with them. And that can be something that may take you outside of the mental health arena. Like if you specialize in children, you may choose to try to volunteer at, your church Sunday school or at a daycare or aftercare or something like that. And those may or may not be people with mental health issues, but it can give you more experience with the population. Not only does that show anyone who interviews you down the line that you're serious about this, it gives you good practical experience. And it takes away some of that fear that they can have about the first time you meet someone with a challenge in this area. So you don't feel like, oh my gosh, am I going to be okay? Am I going to know how to talk to them? You'll have some experience there. Secondly, join a professional association. For one thing, it's the best time financially to join a professional association. When you're a student or the first year after graduation, you can usually get a massive discount on your membership dues. So that's something you want to take advantage of, period. But more than that, even if it was full fee, I would recommend you join a professional association because that keeps you up to date on the latest information that's out there about your discipline, about counseling techniques or the latest family therapy breakthrough, different medicines. People are using different experiences and case studies, and it's just a great community to have and to really learn from. It gives you the absolute latest cutting edge. If you read the journals that they provide or the e-journals, you'll get a lot out of it. So join a professional association, or even two if you have a very specific area. You may want to join a specific one and a more general one, and that's okay too. Think about what's going to give you the information that will enhance your abilities right now. I also recommend practically that you start taking action. And by that, I mean you start talking to people you know who are good connections for the future for potential internship referrals or ideas or introductions. And, I always emphasize have a relationship. Don't just meet with people to talk to them once and say, hey, can you help me? And never talk to them again. It's better to have a relationship with people, and you'll get not only is it better for you as a person to get that experience of having a better relationship, but you'll also get a better referral down the line if they actually know you as a person. So we're talking about people who have experience in the medical field, perhaps, or in ministry, or in education, or in social work. Any of those kind of avenues can be great opportunities to get ideas, experience, and referrals. I also recommend that you take action by making a timeline. So start putting things on the calendar that you have to do at certain times so you make sure you stay on track, that you're doing all your preparation in a timely manner. Like, when do you need to have your internship site turned in uh, in order to file your packet with the state licensing board? Put that on the calendar. When do you need to take your test, your NCE or your NCMHCE, and put that on the calendar. Know what you're looking at. And finally, I recommend you start making a financial plan for life after graduation. Your financial circumstances are likely to change between graduation and entering the internship. Whatever plan you have, just look at how you're going to support yourself. Are you going to have a second job? Are you needing your internship to be your source of income? Do you have someone else who's able to support you for the time you're in your internship? Whatever the case may be, I encourage you to work it out now so that you can know kind of what you're looking at and just focus on your internship when you get there. That way you have the money plan settled and you can just focus on your internship. So these have been some practical and emotional preparation steps you can take to really prepare for your internship, even when you're in the student stage. And I just want to encourage you that right now you are capable of taking control of this situation. It may feel like you're not, that you need to just wait and have someone else tell you, but I want to encourage you that no one else is going to prepare you for your ideal internship. And no one's going to do it better. If someone else did do it for you, it wouldn't be what you wanted. It wouldn't be your passion. So you are capable of doing this. You can make this happen. Start preparing, start volunteering, start writing down what you want and how you're going to make your income during that time. And that will come together to help you have a more positive and healthy internship experience. And for more help, you can get ideas to help you get ready for building your ideal internship, more ideas. You can join us for free in the Beginning Counselor community at beginningcounselor.com. We would love to have you there.